So you want to take pictures like a professional photographer, but you don't want to spend pro money and you don't want to have to learn how to use a complicated digital SLR camera, right? Well, this is your new best friend. It's the Nikon Coolpix L110. And this is going to allow you to take some really, really great pictures, very high res, 12.1 megapixels. You're able to zoom way in with a 15x optical zoom on board, and you're going to be able to take some really, really fantastic pictures with the Coolpix L110. Pro quality pictures without having to spend pro quality money, without having to learn to operate a complicated camera. 12.1 megapixel, 15x zoom, NIKKOR glass lens on board, so you're going to get some really, really great photos. It has a 3-inch LCD. There's actually a 3-inch LCD on this camera, which is going to allow you to preview all your photos and get a really great idea of what your photography actually looks like. It stores to SD and SDHC cards and does HD video. And one of the other great things about it is that instead of using a rechargeable battery, it actually uses standard AA's, which means when you're out shooting, if you run out of battery power, you're not SOL until you charge up your camera. You can just buy some batteries and drop it back in and you're right back to shooting. Very, very cool camera. And of course, one of the really great things about Nikon Coolpix cameras is they're so easy to operate. The menu system is a breeze to get through, and it's really, really easy to take some really, really great photos. So take a look at this thing. It's very, very cool. So right up front, of course, you can see that really, really nice wide NIKKOR 15x zoom lens that is built into this thing. On the top, you see a pop-out flash. Take a look at this. This is a flash that, of course, when not in use, can store down so that it's not up and in the way. And it does do HD video, which means you got to record some sound, and it does have an integrated stereo microphone array on board as well. Also on the top, you're going to find that you do have your power button located right here, and of course your shutter release and your zoom rocker is located right up here as well. All very, very easy to get to when you are holding the camera. All of these functions are right there, just right under your finger automatically. You don't even have to think about it. On the back, you're going to find that you do have just a few buttons to get around. You have your record mode button, your camera mode button, playback, and then of course all of your familiar camera controls that you've seen on so many other cameras for getting into self-timer, for taking care of macro mode, flash, and of course getting into the main menu system on the camera. Now, the menu system, of course, is really, really easy to operate. Just by pushing the menu button, you're able to immediately select from any of the available resolutions to you. Of course, the maximum resolution being 12 megapixel. That's 4,000 by 3,000, which is a really, really dense photo. That can be blown up to, like, I don't know. It could be a big picture. 12 megapixels. It's definitely very, very high-res image that you're going to find on this camera. To adjust things like your flash and your macro, of course, all right here. Now, one of the great things about this camera is it does have the easy auto mode, which is going to make sure that you can't screw it up. It's going to just take great pictures every single time. But when not in auto mode, you're going to be able to get to all of your manual adjustments like your white balance and your ISO. All of that is available to you through this menu right here. You also have access to your video recording mode, and as you can see, you can set that up to be 720p high-def digital video on this camera. This thing is really cool because it feels and looks like a professional camera. It's going to take some really, really great looking pictures. So there you go, great digital camera from the people at Nikon, the Nikon Coolpix L110. Really, really cool stuff. Going to let you take some really, really great looking shots. And of course, that's what it's all about. And of course, you're not going to have to spend a real ton of money to be able to do it. It's the Nikon Coolpix L110. To get more info on the Nikon L110 Coolpix Digital Camera, do a search for N13-4686 in any major search engine.